Good morning, everyone. Brittany, hey, friend. Hey, girl. You heard me. Atlanta in the hands. Welcome in, y'all. Welcome. Come on in the room. We are listening to Miles Monroe, very powerful motivational speaker. I appreciate your support, love. I really do. Rainy, I don't know where this little person went. Okay, how did I do that? Hey, Cody, welcome in. I don't know how I did that. Mm. Mm. Come on in and like the live, please, and thank you. I'm trying to figure something out. Maybe I was supposed to do it before the live started. I'm sharing out the live, y'all. I don't know why this thing keep moving. How's everybody doing today? Thank you for liking the live. Come on in and say hey. Let us know where you tuning in from. Yeah, you got what? Why you was playing in my bathroom? Marley scratched you. Okay, you want to take this and go back downstairs? You don't want no more? What you want to do? What, cereal? But I don't have no strawberries on me. You want Dad to buy you some? Can't you just go back to sleep? You know what, Daddy? You don't want Nia and Kayla? You ain't see Nia and Kayla upstairs? They was up there in your bed. You ain't see them? You want to take your tablet and go upstairs with Nia and Kayla? Or you want to get in the bed with Nene? They in the bed up there. In your bed. Upstairs. Where is that? I never heard of that. Somebody, like up the video. Come on in and say hey to boss mom. Where you going, Rennie? Going to get your tablet? You want your tablet? You just went down there. Your dad is down there. You can't what? Please don't. Please don't. Please don't. Touch. We don't have any more to smoke. No. Nope. Can you shut the bathroom door when you come back out? 'Cause she was just in there hanging out. And can you bring me that candle out? Brittany, can you walk on my back? You why your hand? Do you? Hey, Nick. Thank you for the like, my love. Thank you for being here. Neek, what you making them babies for breakfast? Where my papers? Is it charged, Rennie? She up there in the bed. Go get in the bed with her. She love her Nia. Nia? Nia? Brittany, why you turn the light on? Oh no! Why you shut my door? It's my room. How you gonna shut me out my room? Do you need a charger? Hmm? No? What? You want to get in my bed? You don't want to go over there? It reach right here. Look. Here. Ain't your tablet dead? You want my light on? You want my door open? You want it shut? All types of stuff. VA, welcome in, VA. It's about motivating each other and pushing each other to their full potential. That part. Thank you, Newt. You said it well. Show is. I appreciate it, Shanique. Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, welcome. Um, Jacksonville, Florida, sausage, grits, and eggs. That's why I keep forgetting. Sherry's family is on the way. Okay. Um, I keep forgetting to get grits. Yeah, you are. Right. It smell like it's no good. Gatorade on the front porch. Oh, you had too much to drink last night? That's why you didn't come to bed with your wife? Did you leave with another woman or something? Yeah, because you didn't come to bed with your wife. Crazy word. He didn't want me to know what time he got in. Crazy, because let me do something like that. Let me come in after coming home at God knows what time and go straight to the basement. I ain't never gonna hear the end of it. Marriage is not for the weak. He is in the doghouse, Frank. You might as well just bring your pillow and blanket down there. Yeah, not now. Then when? Hmm. Crazy how someone could desire you, yearn for you, want you so bad, and then take you for granted in life. Like crazy work. Crazy work. No longer. No longer. Period. No matter who is bothered or blinded by it. That's always been my reason for giving up right there. All my quits right there. Not in this season. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk through it. Yeah. 'Cause I know I'm not the only married woman out there that feels like a single married wife. I know I'm not the only one. I've definitely made the content as well. I do. And some people will make you think you don't deserve, right? You're not deserved. Hmm. You got to. You got to. And he's never supported my content creation journey. Never. Never. Supposed to be my number one fan, which makes it very hard to show up. It's stressful. It is. May will make 7 years married. 7 years. I think this is the rough hurdle. Yep. My job, you want to know what my job is? My job is to take care of our future, 5 lives, right? And a husband, as well as create content for people on the internet that need motivation, right? I make videos, I blog, I go live, I build community so people have a safe space to go to on the internet. Hmm. They not, and that's why I'm still in it after 7 years. Very many sacrifices in 7 years. But I just don't like that, you know, perception is everything. And people will look at my life and think that it's perfect. Everything is all put together. Um, but there's moments where I'm challenged, where I struggle, and I have to pray my way through, right? Don't even know it. A gem. Favor. Just takes it for granted. Mm. Mm. Too many jobs, Shanique. And very underpaid, if I'm being perfectly honest. But I still show up because I know the purpose is bigger than me, right? The reason for me being here is bigger than me. You know, I was created for greatness. I was created to do something, right? We all were. Mm-hmm. See, I just said that. I just said that. Didn't I just say that? Girl, we have many. We refuse. Whatever. We was put in our situation for a reason. We got unique situations, and we here for a reason. It is what it is. Some get it, some don't. And for the ones that don't get it, it ain't up to us to explain it to their ass. That part. So this message will transform the way you start your day every day. Mm. Mm. I thought this was Miles Monroe. You know, them videos really be talking the truth, but I don't like that it's not the real people. Girl, I'm just tired of like trying to prove myself. Like I wanna, girl. Yeah, here go a good one for us, Snoop. Mm-hmm. That's good. I ain't gonna see my song is gonna say everything. That silence and me creating on this app. Yeah, yeah, you gotta talk about it. And you said it. You said the minute he started to see your videos and see all that you do, like you, I'm gonna get my value one way or another. Now he throwing up. On a daily basis. But there's so many of us out there. There's so many women holding it all together, whether single moms, married moms. We still have a role, whether they in the house or not. I sat and listened to too many mamas rant and let them tell it. They do so much. Hmm, not enough. Always. Go right by them. But you know what? Us nagging, us complaining does nothing. We gotta pray about it. That's the only way change is gonna happen is if we pray about it. We gotta schedule a time to watch War Room. You seen that movie before? At all. At all. Mhm. I thank you. I thank you. And I'm gonna do the same. We gonna get there, girl. We gonna get there. David's family been showing up. So proud of her. So she getting better at how she show up. Yeah, we gonna watch that together. Nothing. Mm. Mm. Yeah, he did. You right. And it's not enough people out there speaking life into people marriages. He would be all for it to go left. Is a liar. Girl, you sure been working overtime over here. You hear me? Overtime. I need to get that closet cleaned out. I got a braid hair this morning at 9 o'clock. I wonder if he's staying home today. Because what was the point of you going? Mm. I'm not sure. Should I? Sometimes I be thinking I'm doing too much, but I need to stop thinking like that. I be missing your live notifications because I'm live. Yesterday I was cleaning that wall and you went live. You know, Nick, you can share your link in the Discord as well. That's why I created it. When you go live, yeah. I'm supposed to be doing hair this weekend too. I know that's right, Nick. I know that's right. But did you hear about the Discord? You can share your link there as well. When you go live on YouTube, you post a video you want us to run it up. When you post, because you know, when you post a video on YouTube, the quicker people come engage with the video, the more they push it out. Oh, yeah, period. Yep, that's why I created the Discord. So we can stay knit, you know, and keep growing. Going forward, when people join the super fans on TikTok, they'll have access to the Discord. Um, this way, you know, because I'm a promoted as you know, people building community. So if you really want the support, period, period. God's timing is about to make you cry. That was the title of the video. Good morning, 007. Sniper. Pink Panther Paw, Sniper La. Come on, love bug. How you doing? How you feeling? He said it'll all make sense. I'm crying with joy already. My babies love Pink Panther. They heard me say her name. Blessed by the best, can't complain. Can't complain. 6767. 6767. Where did that come from? Boss baby up early this morning. She said, you ain't in the bed with me? Aaron knows your voice now, boss mom. He do? He did. He learning. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Cause them kids be tapped in, baby. You hear me? I just start getting these kids up. Oh, they work my nerves. Too freaking cute. I just love it. Bob, that boss mom. That's boss mom. Hey, Aaron. Good morning. How you feeling this morning, Aaron? We up and we active, y'all. We staying consistent. I think this is day 5 of going live on all 3 apps. Well, I missed Facebook yesterday. I don't really like Facebook, but I'm trying, right? Because it's still viewers over there, right? Yes, let's go. Try to get some more people on the challenge. Because it gives you a boost in the algorithm. If you make a commitment to go live every single day for 30 days, it's gonna push you out into the algorithm. Mm. Carry it with purpose. Mm. That girl said like an hour or two ago, "Good morning, mommy." I said, "Good morning." She said, "Okay, going back to sleep." What the hell? These young people, boy. Hmm. Welcome in, everybody. Come on in, double tap that screen, power share out the live. She grabbed the rope. She has the rope. Mhm. Mm-hmm. Napoleon Hill. Y'all ever listen to Napoleon Hill? Nia, 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 what are you doing? Don't go lay back down. She got something in her mouth. You're what? What is that? Those pipe cleaners? Ah, Rainy. I am not ready for Boss Baby this morning, y'all. Such an early ride. So as long as I'm out the bed, she out the bed. She is not gonna stay in that bed long without me. Where you going, Rainy? Welcome in. Thank you for the like. Brittany, what are you trying to get? No, not that one. Uh-uh. Oh, Lord, they woke you up too? No. That's all that's in there? It's ice cream. One for Kayla, one for you. She don't want it, Rennie. Put it back. She said she don't want it. She said no, thank you. Put it back. We got a full house awake now, y'all. Everybody up. Everybody up. Okay. Well, damn, you ain't need no help. She come over asking me to open it and opened it right up, boss baby. She's back. How you know? Oh, she said there's one in the freezer. You know she be listening. She done had a candy cane. Now that. Thank you for the like. Welcome in. Welcome in. Share out the live if you can, and y'all do me a favor. Send them emojis up the side. You just said you didn't want it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Y'all, we almost did an hour. It didn't let me do no gift go on this live. Last time I was able to do a gift go and we reached the goal and I stayed on an extra hour. I stayed on for 2 hours yesterday on YouTube Live in the morning and then I got back on. Mm. Red tablet. Why you leave your tablet upstairs? Let us know where y'all watching from in the chat. Where are you tuning in from? Mm. The Yo 330. What's that? Don't leave that in. Well, damn, what else you got in there? Oh, three. I ain't see the area. The yo 330. Yes. Go let your dog. Double tap the screen, please. Rennie, go let your dog in the house. Wow, nobody cares about their dog. You know what I'm gonna do with you, child? I don't know what I'm gonna do with you. The girl said a week old orange in her book bag. Well, well, well. He don't want to be a house dog this morning. Thank you for the like. Huh? It's because of the one who took him out. So why you ain't take him out? You went down there. What are you doing with them pajama pants? Nay, nay. They really are. Why not? So why don't you keep them separate? I've given you baskets to keep them separate. They sit there. I don't know where you put your clothes when you get out the shower. Okay, but I don't know where you even put your clothes when you get out the shower to wash them. Okay, so they get washed with everybody else's and they end up in there, right there. I always bring the clothes up, and there's clothes upstairs in my room. There's a white bag that I brought up. On the floor down there. You see it down there? Your computer's dead, Nia? These kids and they last minute problems. It's the type of shit they supposed to do at night. I forgot to do my reading homework. I forgot to plug my computer up. I forgot to look for pants. And then they try to make the shit my problem. My pastor said it's not my problem. If I don't like hold y'all accountable, y'all be like this for the rest of y'all life. Never be prepared. What? And then she need internet. They just wake up full of needs, y'all. And where's the person that asked what my job was earlier? Because all five of them up now. They all are. Rennie got ice cream in her hand, alive and kicking. Nia's here doing homework, and she's got 10 minutes to get ready for the bus. I don't even think she's brushed her teeth. Her hair, her braids just a bent everywhere. No bonnet, no scarf. Now she want to tell me to be quiet. The day has started. And my eye jumping, so somebody talk about me. I ain't hear you. What you want me to do? That's Rennie. I didn't hear you. Mm. Can you help Michaela? Her iPad has no service. Can you help Michaela? Her iPad has no service. I don't know, but she need to get ready for school. I don't have the energy either, but I'm a mother and we don't make excuses. We have no choice but to persevere in hard times. I have to get all the
God is the only one who
This
can
one's
take
gonna have
tears
ice cream
and
and
turn them
candy
into
cane.
something beautiful.
So she's like
He
ready
doesn't
for that
just
life.
comfort you, he transforms your pain
Where'd
into
she just put that ice
purpose.
cream?
There are seasons in life where we are tempted to believe that nothing good could
You just
possibly
dropped
come
it
from
on the
what we're going
floor.
through. Seasons
Go
of
pick it
heartbreak,
up.
betrayal, loss, disappointment, where the weight of it all feels unbearable. You question where God is in the middle of it. You wonder if he even
Hey,
sees you, but he does.
speak
And
on
not
it.
only does he see you, he's
Welcome
walking
in.
with
Double
you
tap the
right
screen
there
for
in the
me,
fire, right
please.
there in the valley. He's present,
Oh, you
quiet
gonna sit
maybe,
at the
but not
table and
distant.
play with them?
Sometimes
No,
God
not this
allows
one.
us to go through
That
things
one.
not because he wants to break us,
Oh
but because
Lord.
he wants to
Kayla,
bring
turn that
something
Bluetooth
through us.
off.
He knows that someone down the line
I
will
can't
need
hear
your
you.
story. Someone will need the wisdom that came from your wounds. Someone will find healing in your honesty. And so
She's
he
not happy
allows
with
the
how
tears
crowded the
to
table
fall,
is. Can you scratch my
knowing
back?
that one
Right there in the
day
middle.
those tears will water the soil of someone else's breakthrough. We tend to see tears as a sign of weakness, but in God's economy, they are
That
seeds.
was just the
Seeds of
laziest
growth, of
scratch. I
transformation,
can't
of future
remember. I
glory.
mean, I can't wait till the
Scripture
next
says that
time
those who
you ask for a
sow in
back scratch.
tears will
But
reap with
nobody told you to
songs of
wait till the
joy.
morning when you was
That's not
supposed to be
just
boarding the
poetic
bus to do
language,
your
it's
homework.
a divine promise. It means that every tear you've shed is an investment
It
into
was
your
too
future
loud.
healing.
It
It
was
means that we
pretty
serve
freaking
a
quiet
God
last
who
night with me and
counts
my
the
Kayla and
tears
Rennie
and
all sitting on the
stores them
couch until I put
because
them to
they
sleep. Are
matter.
you
When the
kidding me?
time
And
is
what were you
right,
doing
those very tears
in
will
that time?
bloom into a harvest of joy. You'll look back and
Mm.
see that what once broke you actually built you.
Because the
What once
excuses that
crushed your
always throw
spirit
me in the
actually
fire pit.
deepened your faith. And you will be able to speak with authority, not because you learned something in a book, but because you lived it, you endured it, you survived it. And now you carry a testimony that no one can
Well,
deny.
maybe you should have came
There's a
home when you
unique
said you
kind
was
of
gonna come
power in
home.
the story of someone who has been through fire and still worships. Someone who has walked through pain and still smiles, not
Baby,
because they are pretending, but
you're
because
not going to work?
God met them in the middle of the pain and changed everything. Your story doesn't lose its power just because it's filled with pain. In fact, it gains power when you allow God to redeem it. When you stop hiding the hurt and start sharing the healing, when you allow others to see where you came
Stop
from, they
hiding
begin
the
to
hurt.
believe that they can come out too. That's the beauty of testimony. It multiplies faith. It builds bridges between broken hearts. It invites others to meet the same God who met you in your darkest hour. So don't be ashamed of your tears. Don't be afraid of your
Where
story.
my green
Don't
screen is? Oh,
silence your
there.
testimony just because it came from a hard place. What the enemy meant for evil, God will turn for good. He will take your story, the raw, unfiltered, painful parts, and use it to shine light into someone else's darkness. Your healing will
Lord
give them hope.
Jesus.
Your survival will give them strength. And your tears will no longer be a symbol of what you lost, but of what God restored. There will come a day when you will cry again, but not because of
What is
sorrow.
that?
You will cry
You
because
put
of
flour on
how
it, put it in the
faithful
freezer. What
God
is
was,
that?
even
Whose is
when you
that?
didn't see it. You'll cry because the very thing that made you
Do you
question
put it on a
Him will
paper
now
plate?
be
She's
the
in
thing
the
that
bathroom?
reveals His goodness. You'll cry because you'll finally understand why the road was so hard, why the nights were so long, why the burden was so heavy. And in that moment, you'll see that it was leading you here, not to defeat,
She
but to
loves these
destiny,
magnet
not to
tiles.
bitterness, but
Magnetic,
to
what are they called?
blessing,
Magnet tiles?
not to despair, but to purpose. And
You
when
could
you
have went
stand in
somewhere
the
else
middle
to
of
do
that
that.
testimony, people will listen, not just because of your words, but because of the weight behind them. They'll see the joy in your eyes and the strength in your voice, and they'll know that only God could have brought you through. That's what testimonies do. They point back to God. They give Him the glory. They declare His faithfulness, and they give others the courage to hold on just a little longer.
Hold on,
So if you're
y'all.
in a
Just a little
season of
longer.
tears right now, don't give up.
Yeah, no.
Don't lose hope. God is not finished. Your tears are not the end. They are the beginning of something beautiful. He is turning them into testimonies that will inspire, encourage, and bring life. You will smile again. You will laugh again. And when you do, it will be deeper, fuller, richer, because you'll know what it cost. And you'll know who carried you through it all. What's coming is tailor-made for you. That means it won't look like anyone else's breakthrough, blessing, or miracle, because it wasn't meant to. God isn't in the business of giving out one-size-fits-all answers. He sees you in all your complexity, your personality, your past, your dreams, your pain, and he designs what's coming with all of that in mind. What he has planned for your life is so specific, so intentional, that when it finally arrives, you won't have to wonder whether it's for you. It will fit your life, your needs, and your calling so perfectly that your heart will recognize it instantly as the fulfillment of everything you've been waiting for. That's the beauty of how God works. He's not just preparing a blessing, he's preparing you for that blessing. In every season of waiting, stretching, growing, and even breaking, he is shaping your heart to align with what he is getting ready to release into your life. He's doing this because when it comes, he doesn't want it to overwhelm you. He doesn't want it to confuse you. He wants it to settle into your life with peace, clarity, and a deep sense of, this is what I was made for. Sometimes the reason it takes so long is because what you're waiting on has layers of purpose that are not yet visible. If you were to receive it too early, you might misunderstand it or mishandle it. Yeah. But when it arrives at the appointed time, you'll realize it didn't just meet your needs. It answered your prayers in ways you didn't even have words for. Because God is not just responding to your requests.
You don't have headphones?
He's responding to the cries of your heart. The dreams you tucked away.
That's where headphones
the parts of you that only he knows intimately. He knows exactly what will bring peace to your restless spirit and
who left the bathroom door open?
When God brings something tailor-made, it carries
After
more
I
than
literally
just
asked for it
surface
to be
level
shut.
satisfaction.
Nene, please
it
go shut the bathroom
joy,
door.
A deep sense of belonging, and an unmistakable awareness that God has been listening the whole time. The doors he opens will not require you to shrink, compromise, or pretend to be someone else. You won't have to force it to work. You won't have to beg for it to stay. What's for you will recognize you, and you'll recognize it. Think about a piece of clothing that's been custom fitted. It doesn't just kind of fit. It feels like it was made for your body alone. That's the difference between what we try to fit ourselves into and what God brings to us. We often chase things that look good on others.
Hey, no, what are you doing? Oh, my God. Brittany, come here.
Someone else's life
Brittany, come here.
Fit yours. Because your calling,
I'm about to tap that butt. You being naughty.
Your story is completely different.
You had to kick the potty?
Comparison is so dangerous. You might be looking at someone else's blessing and wondering why it hasn't happened for you, not realizing that what God has for you is being crafted in a way that has nothing to do with theirs. Your process is different because your purpose is different.
What can I say?
Sometimes it feels like you're being left behind when you see others stepping into their moment while you're still waiting. But don't let that discourage you. Just because it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it's not coming. What's tailor-made takes more time. It requires precision.
You need to go out the door. It's 19 after. And you didn't even try to. Your hair's sticking up. Are you gonna put it up in a bun?
That will be undeniable when it arrives.
Yeah, you do. It's 19 after. You need to stop waiting till the last minute and don't ever pull that charger out like that again. That's something I expect from Rainey. Kayla knows better than that. Since when do we fucking pull the cords? That's why my charger's broke now. No, you don't. That's not true.
And when he finally delivers
you can take your time and walk slow and catch that thing coming down the street.
He didn't just give you what you asked for. He gave you what you needed, what you couldn't even express, what your soul longed for in silence. That's how intentional he is. And when you receive it, it won't just bless you. It will confirm everything God spoke to you in the dark. It will validate the waiting. It will affirm your obedience. It will prove that he was always working, always listening, always weaving everything together behind the scenes.
Where they at?
You'll be able to stand in awe, not just of what you've received, but of the God who knew you so intimately that he tailored something just for you. There will be no need to compete, compare, or question. You'll walk into rooms and opportunities and relationships and know deep in your spirit that you were made for this, and this was made for you. And that kind of peace doesn't come from chasing blessings. It comes from trusting the one
with cold water.
who writes your story.
Your hands are frozen.
So if you're still waiting, don't grow weary. What God is preparing is not being delayed. It's being detailed. It's being crafted with the care of a loving Father who knows you better than you know yourself. It's not going to look like what anyone else has. And when it comes, it won't just change your life. It will complete the part of you that's been quietly waiting to feel seen, known, and fulfilled. What's coming is tailor-made. And when it arrives, you'll know.
Have a great day. Love
God's
you.
Fingerprints all over it. And your only response will be gratitude, because it will be more than good. It will be perfect. God's timing will reveal his glory. It's not always easy to hold on to that truth when the days are long and the answers are slow to come. In seasons of waiting, it can feel like God is distant, like maybe he forgot about you or changed his mind. But the truth is, God is never late. He is never early. He is always on time. And when the right time comes, his answer won't just meet your needs. It will reflect his majesty, his goodness, and his power in such a way that no one else can take the credit. Not you, not your connections, not your effort, not your timing, only him. That's the thing about divine timing. It removes all doubt about where the blessing came from. It humbles you and lifts him high. It makes sure that when the breakthrough happens, your heart won't be puffed up with pride. Instead, it will bow down in worship, overcome with the realization that God alone did it. That's why the wait is so important. It strips you of self-dependence. It empties you of your own ability so that when God shows up, there's no confusion. You know it was him, you feel it was him, and the only proper response is awe and surrender. God isn't just working for your benefit, he's working for his glory. Every delay, every not yet, every closed door is ultimately part of a greater picture where his name is exalted and his love is displayed through your life. When he moves, it will not only bless you, but also become a testimony to others of who he is. That's why some doors stay closed longer than you expect. That's why some prayers seem to hang in silence, because God is waiting until the moment when the impact will be greatest, when your heart is most aligned, and when the result will point unmistakably back to him. When the Israelites stood in front of the Red Sea with Pharaoh's army behind them, it looked like the worst kind of delay, trapped, stuck, and out of options. But God had orchestrated that exact moment. Why? Because when he parted the sea and they walked across on dry ground, everyone from the Israelites to the Egyptians knew that it was a move only God could make. It wasn't strategy. It wasn't luck. It was divine intervention. His timing revealed his glory. In your life, there are situations that seem stagnant right now, doors that won't open, prayers that haven't been answered, desires that seem to be sitting on hold. You may be tempted to wonder if you missed your moment or if God has forgotten about you. But what if the timing is not a punishment but a setup? What if God is setting the stage for a display of his power that will silence every doubt, calm every fear, and remind every watching eye that he is still in control? His glory is not just revealed in the outcome, it's revealed in the way he brings it about, how he turns your pain into peace, how he makes provision in the most unlikely places, how he restores what you thought was beyond repair. When the promise comes to pass, it will be clear that this wasn't your doing. You didn't network your way into it. You didn't push or force it. You trusted, you waited, and God moved.
I
And
need
when
to
he
get
does,
a new
it will move you to tears. not tears of
tripod
desperation
off
like
of the
before,
TikTok shop,
but
but I
tears
want
of
that one that
reverence,
moves
tears
with
of
me,
worship,
that I
tears
could
that
put
come
up in
from
the middle
seeing
of
the
in the corner of the
fingerprints of a
room,
faithful
clean
God
the whole
all over
room,
your
and get one
story.
whole video
You
and just
remember the
post it.
nights you almost gave up, the moments you questioned everything, the prayers you thought were lost in heaven's
With some
silence.
simple
And
edits
then you'll see how
and
God
post
was
it.
weaving everything together, how
I
he
want to
was
do more
never
cleaning
absent,
content, but it's
how
so
his
hard with
love
my
was working
ADHD. I have
even
so
in
much
the
of it that I
waiting.
never edited.
That's the kind of moment that changes you forever. It's not just about receiving
But I
the
have
blessing.
one
It's about
that Harmony
encountering the one
recorded
who gives it.
and
It's about being
edited
so deeply
that
aware
did
of
really
God's
well.
presence, his
Because she literally
faithfulness, his
followed me
love,
around with
that your
the
heart
camera.
responds not with entitlement, but with worship. You'll know that you didn't earn it.
But that
You
camera,
didn't
I just
deserve
have to
it, but
remember to
God
pick it
in
up.
his
But
mercy
once I
gave
pick
it
it up,
anyway. And that will bring you to your knees.
the verse of the
Not
day is
out
late
of
today. It's
sorrow,
coming in
but
talking
out
about
of
faith.
overwhelming gratitude. This is the glory of God's timing. It is never rushed, never careless, and never wasted. Every second of waiting is filled with purpose. And when the appointed time comes, it will be
Yes.
so evident, so divine, that it could only
Girl,
have
get
come
your
from his
cold
hand. It
hands
won't just
off
be
of
the
me.
right answer, it will be the right
You need to
revelation.
get
You'll
in that
see
basket
his
and get you
power,
something to
you'll
wear.
feel his love, you'll witness his sovereignty
Find you
unfold before your
some
eyes.
books.
So if you're in a season of waiting, take heart. The silence is not the end. The delay is not the denial. It's preparation. It's alignment. It's God waiting for the perfect moment to reveal his glory through your life. And when it comes, you won't have to strive, chase, or question. You'll simply lift your hands in worship with tears streaming down your face and say, only God could have done this. That's the moment you were made for. Can I ask you something before we go any further? What if the very pressure you feel tonight is proof that heaven is leaning over your life? What if the weight on your chest is not the end of your story, but the sound of chains getting ready to break? You have cried in silence. You have questioned in
Where did you
private.
get it from?
You have smiled in public while bleeding in secret. But I
Welcome in,
came to
tap the
tell you that
screen and show
God's
your
favor is
support
about to
on the
completely
live,
shift your
please, and thank
situation.
you.
And when his favor
We
moves,
greatly appreciate
nothing can
you.
stand in its way. There are seasons when it feels like doors close faster than you can knock. You pray, yet the answer seems delayed. You give, yet nothing seems to return. You trust, yet people disappoint you. But hear this ancient truth. For his anger endureth but a moment. In his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Psalm 30. Night does not ask your permission to stay. Morning does not need your approval to arrive. Favor carries its own sunrise. Some of you think favor means comfort. No. Favor means alignment. Favor means God arranging circumstances that you could never manipulate. Favor means doors opening that your education did not qualify you for. Favor means peace when you have every reason to panic. It is written, for thou, Lord, wilt bless the righteous. With favor wilt thou compass him as with a shield. Psalm 5:12. A shield does not remove the battle. It protects you inside the battle. So if you are fighting, it does not mean you are forsaken. It means you are covered. Have you ever noticed how pressure reveals what is inside you? When life squeezes you, faith or fear will come out. Complaints or confidence will rise. You cannot control every storm, but you can control your response.
Yes, you can.
And your response determines how you experience favor. Because favor does not rest comfortably on a bitter heart.
She really
Favor
loves
grows
these
in
magnet
gratitude.
tiles.
Favor multiplies in obedience. Favor expands where humility lives.
They
Stop
have
saying
some
nothing
little
good
ones
ever
that I
happens
think
to
you'll
me.
like better at
That
Walgreens.
sentence cancels expectation. Scripture says death and life are in the power of the tongue. Proverbs 18:21.
She really enjoys these. Look.
Then speak life even when circumstances speak death. Say, God is working. Say, this will turn. Say, I am not abandoned. Words are seeds. Seeds become hearts. And soon what you have been speaking. You ask, why has it taken so long? Because sometimes God is more concerned with preparing you than promoting you. A blessing in the wrong season can become a burden. If your character is weak, success will crush you. If your heart is unstable, influence will destroy you. So God refines you in private before he reveals you in public. But he knows the way that I take. When he hath tried me, I shall come forth as gold. Job 23:10. Gold is not discovered shining. It is purified through fire. Do not despise small beginnings. For who hath despised the day of small things?
Lay down the law, boss baby. That part. You know she going to. She said, Kayla, come on. She want me to take a picture of the back of her hair.
But God is watching how you handle the process. You want applause. But heaven measures your you can lose something and later realize it was protection.
Well, I'm not nasty. I have every right to feel the way I feel. I'm not an attentive husband. I'm not an attentive husband. Mm. I'm looking out the window because it was raining in the middle of the night. It rained last night and it must be 30 degrees. Yep, it's 31. 30 is freezing temperatures. Black ice. Help you up. You need help with your shoes. What do you need help with your shoes? Mm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-mm. How do you know what I do for you? I always gotta pray out loud. You could have just asked. You need a whole lot of prayer. The hell? That's all I can do is pray for you at this point. Shit, if I don't, I'ma suffer. Mm-mm-mm. All right, y'all. I've been here 75 minutes. Let me see. Oh, this video long. This one an hour long. We'll finish this one on the next time I go live. We've been here 76 minutes. I gotta get Kayla ready to get on this bus. I gotta use the bathroom. I love y'all. God loves y'all. Remember to put him first, and everything you do will prosper. And I will see y'all on the next platform or the next live. I am so tired, y'all. I've been up since 4. And I did a sleep live on YouTube. I did a sleep live on TikTok. Both apps. Sleep live. So your girl is working to get pushed out into that algorithm organically. You know, our people just gotta work 10 times harder. But it's okay, because once we out there, we out there. We gotta keep going. It's like once you get a car going, you know what I'm saying? If you pump the brakes, it's gonna stop. So we gotta build that momentum and keep going no matter what. Y'all hear me? No matter what, no matter who. Remember, I love you. God loves you. And always put him first. Put him first. You don't have to worry about Nathan. Nobody. Much love, y'all. And